let me welcome you to my channel. Before we begin the video, I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe and like this post. Michin has had one of the best years of her WWE career in 2024. She recently competed at Saturday night's main event, where she faced Chelsea Green in the finals to crown the inaugural Women's United States champion. Although Michin came up short in the match, it doesn't diminish the incredible year she's had on SmackDown. She recently appeared on the Casual Conversations with the Classic podcast to reflect on her 2024 journey and her career as a whole. During the interview, Michin was asked if she had ever spoken with The Rock. She revealed that meeting him was an emotional experience. She shared that she told The Rock how much he had changed her life and inspired her to start watching wrestling. Michin described him as incredibly kind and noted that he took 5 minutes to talk to her and offer her advice. The premiere episode of WWE Raw on Netflix is shaping up to be one of the most anticipated shows in recent memory. It has been announced that Roman Reigns will face Solo Sikoa in a match under tribal combat rules, with the winner being declared the undisputed tribal chief. During a recent episode of his Not Some Wrestling podcast, Sam Roberts speculated that The Rock could play a significant role in RAW's Netflix debut. Roberts suggested that the final boss might interfere during the tribal combat match, potentially costing Reigns the victory, or confront him after the match. In the world of professional wrestling, where larger-than-life personas and high-octane drama reign supreme, there are rare moments when the masks of characters slip to reveal raw humanity. Such was the case during a recent backstage interview when WWE Star Michin wrote character to heap heartfelt praise on one of wrestling's most beloved icons, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. What followed was an emotional recounting of a deeply personal and unforgettable conversation with a man often regarded as the final boss of sports entertainment. Michin, known for her fierce, no-nonsense in-ring persona, stunned fans and peers alike as she shed her tough exterior to share a side of herself rarely seen. The moment occurred during a post-match segment, where Michin, still catching her breath after a grueling bout, paused to address a topic that had clearly been weighing on her heart. "Before we talk about tonight," she began, her voice trembling slightly, "I need to take a moment to talk about someone who has been a guiding light for me, not just in this industry, but in life. That person is Dwayne 'The Rock' Johnson." The room fell silent as Michin's words hung in the air, and the raw emotion in her voice drew everyone in. Michin went on to recall a backstage conversation with The Rock that took place during one of his rare appearances at a WWE event. At the time, Michin was navigating a particularly challenging period in her career. Despite her undeniable talent and years of hard work, she felt stuck, questioning whether she truly belonged in an industry that demanded so much while offering no guarantees. "I was at a crossroads," Michin admitted, her eyes glistening with unshed tears. "There were days when I thought about walking away. I felt like I wasn't good enough, like I'd never measure up to the legends who came before me. And then, out of nowhere, The Rock walks up to me." According to Michin, The Rock's presence alone was enough to command attention. But it wasn't his star power or charisma that struck her most. It was his genuine kindness and ability to connect on a deeply personal level. "He didn't know me," Michin said, her voice breaking. "I mean, I'm just one of the many wrestlers on the roster. But he looked at me like I mattered. He took the time to ask me how I was doing. And when I told him I was struggling, he didn't brush it off. He listened." Michin recounted how The Rock shared his own experiences of doubt and perseverance, offering insights that came from a place of authenticity and hard-earned wisdom. "He told me, the moment you start questioning yourself is the moment you've got to dig deep and remember why you started this journey in the first place. You're here because you've got something special. Don't ever let anyone, not even yourself, make you forget that." Those words, Michin said, hit her like a thunderbolt. In that moment, she felt a spark reignite within her, a reminder of the passion that had driven her to pursue her dreams in the first place. "He believed in me when I couldn't believe in myself," Michin said, her voice thick with emotion. "And that's something I'll never forget." What made the interaction even more profound was the fact that The Rock didn't stop at words of encouragement. Michin revealed that he followed up with her weeks later, sending a text message to check in and offer further support. "Who does that?" Michin asked, shaking her head in disbelief. "This is one of the busiest, most successful people on the planet, and he's taking the time to make sure I'm okay." It's not just about what he said that day. It's about the fact that he cared enough to follow through. That's the kind of person he is. As Michin's story unfolded, it became clear why she referred to The Rock as the final boss. In wrestling terminology, the final boss is the ultimate challenge, the pinnacle of greatness that every competitor aspires to face and overcome. For Michin, The Rock embodies not only unparalleled success, but also the values of resilience, humility, and compassion. When we talk about icons in this business, it's not just about championships or catchphrases, Michin said. It's about the impact you have on the people around you. The Rock is the ultimate example of what it means to be a champion, both in and out of the ring. Towards the end of her emotional tribute, Michin turned her attention to the fans, many of whom were visibly moved by her words. "I know I'm supposed to be this tough, untouchable character," she said with a small, tearful smile. "But tonight, I just want to be real with you all. If there's one thing I've learned from The Rock, it's that strength isn't about never showing vulnerability. It's about embracing it and using it to inspire others." Michin's heartfelt speech left an indelible mark, not only on those who witnessed it live, but also on countless fans who later watched the clip online. Social media was flooded with messages of support and admiration, with many praising her courage to share such a personal story.